Joe, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the final review of the week. It is Super 7's Ultimate Destro from the second wave of Super 7's G.I. Joe Ultimates. I saved this one for last because we're going to do a little bit extra this video just because I happen to have some stuff still here on the table from other reviews. So, get a little, I'm not going to call it a bonus, that's probably too generous a term for what we're going to do, but a little something extra that I don't always do. Alright, so Destro here, obviously a must-have if you're a fan of Sunbow G.I. Joe. This is a character that casuals are going to buy because he's so unique, he stands out so much, he's so recognizable. Everybody loves that voice, everybody loves that look. Destro is just cool. He's a toyetic guy. So, in the cool Super 7 box, metallic, all that, I've covered it all week long and in previous reviews, so we're just going to go ahead and get right down to business. Check out our weapons supplier, Destro. Mr. McCullen is looking pretty cool, looking very Sunbow accurate, just right off the bat. Sorry, I'm running out of places to sit things as I unbox. My process, I do all the reviews, then I take my pictures for the thumbnails. I have a lot of stuff after a review session just sitting around. All right, back of the box, we've got a nice file card that I'm not going to read. We've got some cool images of Destro from the Sunbow animation, and we got to get to this figure. Let's get in here. Get down to business because that is what Destro is all about. I've got the newer style Super 7 packaging, which I'm very thankful for, where the flap opens up and you pull out the plastic trays rather than trying to wrangle them out of this backdrop piece. That is a tremendous improvement over Super 7 box designs of the past. I have high hopes for this figure as I did for yesterday's Baroness. Lady J had some issues that I'm going to have to contact Super 7's customer service about. Oh, we've got some wrist rockets just falling all over the place. Flint had even more wrist attachments. Holy cow. Flint had an issue with his shotgun. Baroness did not have any problems whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So I'm hopeful that Destro is going to continue our no hassle streak of one that we're currently on. Oh, I love this piece. Holy cow. It's always a little challenging with Super 7 accessories because you don't know what they're made of, how sturdy they are. And look, that's not a knock on Super 7 necessarily, because some of these accessories, in order to properly represent what they're supposed to be, they're just by necessity a little smaller, a little more delicate than mass market retail figure accessories, which, by the way, these are not mass market retail figures. I do not have the same expectations. I expect them to be sturdy and durable, but not quite in the same way that I expect Black Series or Classified or whatever to be. To me, it is fair of Mezco and Super 7 to expect collectors to be buying these products and to be a little more responsible with how they handle them than your average Target customer. And look, maybe you don't feel that way, and that's okay. Tell me in the comments, Dave, that's ridiculous. Every toy should be exactly as sturdy as every other toy. If I can't hand a Mezco 112 collected figure to my 3-year-old, then they're doing it wrong. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not going to argue that. We all have slightly different standards for our collections. I don't expect the same from a Super 7 Ultimate as I do from a Fisher-Price Little People. I would like it if they'd get rid of these stupid tabs, though, and I think I've complained about that for 4 days in a row now, so congratulations to me. Oh, I hate doing that, but it's really the easiest way to get those out of that plastic tray. Man, he looks absolutely fantastic. Wow. Oh, I wonder how they've handled the boots on him, though. So he is not going to have the same boot articulation as the others. Interesting. And you know what else he doesn't have? He does not have the mid-abdomen articulation that annoys me so much. I like that his necklace is sculpted on and is not a separate piece. That would have been an unnecessary thing. He's got a nice shiny silver on his head. Portrait looks great. He does have bicep and elbow swivels, about a 90, not quite a 90 degree bend on those elbows. Nice silver gloves reflecting that Sunbow look. Just the sleek black bodysuit that he's got going on is pretty unique to this figure. His waist is a little bit of a ball joint. It's not a swivel, but it's not a total ball joint. It works. He's got a swivel up here at the top, and I think he can assume the best seated position of any of our Joes this week. So congratulations, Laird Destro, for that. So interesting. He does not have any swivels between his ankles and his his hips, really. And that is a decision that was made purely for aesthetics, because it would have been a whole separate piece to give him a boot top swivel. But then what do you do with this pointy part that is accurate to Sunbow? Gosh, the look of this, he's just... I'm noticing, I can't really tell in hand, but on camera, I can see a little bit of a different gloss between his upper body and his lower body. My naked eye really can't even see it, but on the camera, it almost looks like he's wearing pants and like a shiny black top. But to the naked eye, it's really not. I really can't tell. I love his big giant boots with the flat finish. He's got standard ankles. He's got that great belt buckle. Belt looks good with the sculpted belt loops in the front. He's got a little square gizmos on the side. He looks fantastic. He looks like cartoon Destro. He is excellent. I like the gloss on his collar. Just giving it a little extra dimension. I can't wait to pose this guy for the shelf. I don't know quite what he's going to be doing, but it's going to be something powerful and serious. Okay, so Destro look at those eyes. Destro looks awesome. Let's stand him over here and take a look at those accessories. Oh, he's got, if you can see, I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see. He's got the red straps on his thigh with the painted buckles. All right. I put him in a goofy pose. We're just going to lay him down. Okay, we've got alternate portraits. We've got a great yelling portrait. I love the red inside the mouth there. Once again, the eyes just look fantastic on this. With the painted eyebrows that in the Sunbow sense don't look as bizarre as they should. Oof. And then a laughing portrait, which is excellent. And then kind of a bizarre thing, an iron mask. Oh, but wait, did he actually... I'm not sure about that. At first I was wondering if he might be wearing this in that one episode where it turns out he and Lady J are related, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know if this is supposed to be from the comic. I don't know if this is just something to sit in the background. It doesn't really fit on his head particularly well. It's a cool extra, but I'm not sure of its place in media. But it does look very Sunbow, doesn't it? Like the design of it. All right. And then final portrait, melted face Destro from when he got, I believe this is lava from the island, when they're trying to recover the elements for the mass device. I believe he gets some lava to the face. I think that's what this is referencing. All right, we've got a number of different hands, all in this great looking silver. The finish on the silver plastic just looks excellent to me. He's got kind of an open hand, large C grip, pointing C grip, 2 pointing C grips, trigger finger hand, another C grip. Lots of variety there. And then, of course, since Destro is an arms dealer, he comes with one pistol, which I think is the standard Cobra laser pistol. I think. Looks great. A more conventional automatic pistol. Another Cobra laser pistol that maybe is kind of the one Destro used in the cartoon. This one I associate more closely with him for some reason. But I may have that backwards. This may be the standard Cobra laser pistol, and the other one might be Destro's pistol. Really cool looking little submachine gun type deal, with great gunmetal paint, and then just cool look. The joystick that might be the one they use to control Duke and Snake Eyes in the Arena of Sport. But who knows? It could be from some other Arena of Sport, some other game of Doom that Cobra came up with. But I believe this is that one. A monocular that I believe is also directly from the first miniseries. And then several different wrist rocket attachments. The wrist rockets do not seem to be removable, and I'm fine with that. So he's got the grenades, the wrist rockets, and then another set of wrist rockets. So you can kit him up however you want there. Let's see how well these fit. Oh, they clip on perfectly. That's great. Look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And they can kind of rotate around a little bit. Those are excellent. Those work very, very well. Well done there. Then finally, this big boy that I love. You've got this rocket launcher. Okay, so that's the front. So my guess... See, I felt like that should have gone... That doesn't go there. I feel like that should go in the front there, but is that not even what that is? So if this is supposed to go in the front of this, which I'm now doubting, it doesn't stay at all. So now I think this is something else entirely, and I'm not even sure what it is. Because it does not plug into there. The rocket's great. Like the color on it, the black on the front. The rocket launcher has the great trigger on there. The sight, very unique. Everything about this just looks awesome. I love this. And that slides right in there and fits great. And then it is hollow all the way through, which makes me wonder if there was supposed to be like a blast effect or something to go back here. I don't know. But now I'm just really curious about what this is, because I really want this to go in here, and it clearly doesn't. Like, it almost does, but it doesn't. So is this meant for the front of this, and it just fits like Lady J's javelin tips do, which is to say it doesn't? Or is this another piece entirely? I am not sure. So you've got this, whatever this is, this little searchlight lantern looking thing that does look very specific. Maybe this is the core of a bomb or something. I'm not sure. Again, tell me in those comments. My poor old brain just does not have the capacity to memorize stuff from G.I. Joe cartoons, even ones that I've watched within the last few months. I just don't necessarily recall all of the little tiny bits and pieces. So, Destro pretty much knocked it out of the park. I'm very happy with him. No flaws to be had. So overall, for this wave of Ultimates, we've got two big thumbs up. Well done. Great job. One almost perfect execution. And then a Lady J that is potentially going back to Super 7 and at least needs a replacement head. So there you go. Now, before we go, we're going to move these Destros out of the way and do a little comparison here, because I just so happen to have the other Destros that I've reviewed, or the Mezco Destro, and then the ones that I compared him to sitting here. And I don't normally do this kind of comparison because this Destro is the only thing you could compare him to is Sunbow. There's no reason to compare him to anything else. But since they're here, there is our Mezco Destro. There's our classified Destro. And with his little wrist rockets and grenades, there is our original Destro. And you can see each one just kind of has different things to offer. Maybe you're into the Sunbow look. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're into the interesting real-world-ish technological 112 take. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're into classified. But the point is there's things that I can appreciate. And this is not every Destro I own by far. But there are things I can appreciate about each one of these because I just really enjoy G.I. Joe in many, many different forms. And Sunbow is certainly one of those forms. And now having these figures, man, I just noticed something interesting. Let me get these out of the way. I just noticed something else interesting about the paint job on this guy is it looks like around his eyes is actually gray. Okay, here it is. I haven't used it this week yet at all, but here it is. Again, the magnifying glass. It looks like around his eyes is actually like a flat gray rather than metallic to give them a little more expressiveness. I don't know how close I can get. Because in the cartoon, that's how he looked. All right, well, there you go. I'm not going to... I love this figure. It's exactly what I wanted from a Sunbow Destro. And thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about needless things. And as always, Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.